Okay.
Guys, if anybody asks who is organised today, you say you are not obliged to answer. You are here for Stand Up X. Okay?
Right. Welcome to the front of the coach. And this is us being basically led into London.
Want some food before I get arrested?
Yeah, eat your sarnie before you get arrested. So it's like being in an airport. Look, it says follow me, like those yellow cars that drive in front of the planes. So what?
To the concentration.
Yeah.
Giving us an escort right into the centre.
So this is what it's come to.
Straight to the COVID centre.
So a police escort into London. One coach had to turn back, unfortunately, because there were a few that didn't want to for health reasons. They couldn't continue the journey because the outcome to them would have been too uncertain. So the rest have come over into this coach, and yeah, we're driving in as far as we can, just to see how far we're going to get in. They have told us earlier when we were at fleet service stations that they would radio ahead and let Met Police know, and in good old police fashion they washed their hands of it and said, well, and it's out of our hands then when you get to London. So it's called the old passing the buck classic that the NSDAP in Germany used to do before they turned into the actual NS and the Nazi party and all that. I know my history, I'm half German. Anyone wants to talk to me about it, feel free. I'll leave the number at the end of this video, because the parallels are uncanny. So he's still telling us to follow him. What if we changed lanes? Do you think we'd get arrested? Anyway, and in these unprecedented times, gallows humour is what's needed, unfortunately. There's some German bagpipes.
Why Amazing Grace?
Why Amazing Grace, yeah. Well, I can tell you a story about that song. I got to number 1 in 1971.
Really?
Yeah, it was my dad's regiment because he was in the army, and their regiment, their pipe major played that and he got to number 1. Small world.
I can't remember what my uncle Paddy was the lone guy in the Falklands on the hill.
Okay.
He played for on the TV. I can't remember what he played. That sounds like similar.
So we're entering the low emission zone that is London. We were told it was high emission about 10 years ago, but anyway. Well, I'm an Everton fan, so that song is really distracting me now. Anyway, so someone's decided to put You'll Never Walk Alone on, which is great. Makes you all turn out into a rash. So there we have it. So this is probably going to go on now. I don't know how far they're going to let us into London. We'll have to wait and see. We have been notified of a new meeting point, but I won't disclose that on here just yet.
We're getting deported. They're taking us to Heathrow.
Can't we just say we're going to sightsee then if we're not allowed to protest?
Well, it's an educational trip, isn't it? Yeah.
These trips, I have actually learned a lot more about London than I ever have.
I've learned a lot more about humanity than I ever have,
Oh, it's always been
or
fun.
lack of, I should say.
Yeah.
Anyway, while we follow this Muppet, I'll just show you around the back window because we've got some nice placards put up. Anybody who doesn't want to be on camera, tough. Right, so here's some of our things in the back. So we've seen the car out the front. Here we have some of our placards here. I'll probably get arrested later on for standing up while the coach is driving. But and then we have a nice little police motorbike out the back. I used to love them as a kid, in small version obviously. So we have a police escort, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite unbelievable. Our tensions a little bit high? Yes, of course they are. We're all a little bit anxious, but you know, it needs to be documented, which is why we're going through with it. So here we go. Watch out, Peter. Excuse me. Sorry, mate. Thank you. It's all right, mate. Good stuff. Even when people got raped.
But it looks like they've gridlocked the whole country.
Oh, nearly fell on me there. Sorry. That would have been embarrassing. Falling down the stairs on the way to the toilet. Oh, sorry, mate. You okay? You right? Good. I think he just wants us to follow him, doesn't he? No, he came from Fleet, didn't he? Did he follow us all the way from Fleet?
I think he's just basically keeping us in the solid so that
I mean, he might even be checking. I might even get done when I get there for not wearing a seatbelt and for filming or whatever. So, who knows?
I don't think he'll pull on a seatbelt.
Probably not.
Once the vehicle stops.
Not that I'm not wearing a seatbelt, by the way, because of course I am. But you know, they don't know that. No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't.
Well, we're going to Buckinghamshire, so it's like miles away from Buckinghamshire. Huh? No, I saw the sign from Buckinghamshire.
It's raising alarm. It's raising tensions. It's the usual thing, isn't it? Well, you know, I mean, they did it in Bournemouth last week, didn't they? When they were starting to talk, they put the sirens on. I mean, it's, you know, yeah, they do all the time. You know, they leave the radios on loud to give it that air of sort of, you know, anxiety, have people worried. No, it doesn't worry me either. But it's, you know, it's what worries me is them. The way, you know, how they're. Yeah, I'm not worried about going in there and spreading a message or doing a demonstration, but what worries me is that they're so uninformed, half of them, they haven't got a clue. They just get told what to do and they carry it out and ask questions later, and that's where we've got to now. That's the problem. So, you know, through that process that they have carried out now for months, no one trusts them. Simple as that.
They're on film everywhere they go.
Yeah, and they still get away with it seems. You know, I've seen loads of videos of people saying, right, I want your number and I want your name, and they give them gladly, but yet there seem to be no repercussions.
Why does that like get reaction? Oh, check your mirror, mate. Check your mirror before you pull in front of people.
Yeah, his driving was bad. We need to report him.
We've got
on video.
He's live.
He's got us on video. He's on live. He's just been shown doing that.
Oh, look, there's more up there. Oh, hey.
Or was it just the road?
Yeah.
I don't know. He hasn't indicated.
I want the front seat in that van later. Here we go.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
full of them.
We got the COVID, please. COVID team.
You cannot make this stuff up. You really can't.
Do you know what? If you need to turn back.
I've never had this treatment as an away fan, sat in coaches going to away matches. We've never had this. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, we're about as threatening as Mickey Mouse on this coach. Well, who are we a threat to? Seriously.
Yeah, there's an age range of what?
You know,
20s right up to fucking 17.
it's just ridiculous. It's insane. Who are we threatening? And if there, you know, and if there was a pandemic, they wouldn't have let us get on the coach in the frigging first place. So what are they talking about?
Well, my argument is all the National Expresses have just got up here today.
Oh yeah, we've just got.
Why are we any different?
We've just got friends who've just texted us to say they've got there from Buckinghamshire on a train.
Really?
They're in London. Yeah, they're in London. People have got there on trains.
They were saying they were turning people away.
Yeah,
So maybe
so-
it
so
must be some at this stage.
So again, it's random, isn't it? It's like, well,
random,
you know,
yeah.
we'll stop you, but you're all right.
You know what? We need to do a protest in a smaller town with loads of people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
So this is towards Uxbridge,
Where is this?
near London, I think. CJ. Let's hope so. Anyway, if we see the signs for Edinburgh, then we know we've gone the wrong way. Yeah. Or Cardiff or something.
Motorbike as well. Yeah, motorbike riders.
Oh, I feel like the
Cara, you want to do
So the reason why I'm filming this, I know it's not interesting to just watch the back end of a police car, but it's also to get a bit of a vibe of what's sort of what's being talked about in the background. You might be able to hear it.
Just a quick announcement, guys. I will remind you, you are within your rights to withhold your details if you so choose. If you're going to do that, make sure you do not have any identification on you, because they will simply check it anyway. If you choose to give your details, that's fine. If they choose to issue fixed penalty fines, you can either accept them or you can tell them you're not accepting them. Choice again is entirely up to you. If you accept them, they are legally binding. If you do not accept them, they have to take you to court and they have to fine you from there.
Are they taking us home?
And we all know that only in a court of law can a judge actually issue a legal fine. Anything these guys issue to you is illegal. Up to you.
London's back that way, man.
They're taking you into King's Cross.
They're taking us into King's Cross.
Taking us into King's Cross.
They're taking us.
Into King's Cross.
That's where we wanted to go.
That's
first.
the limit.
No, Marble Arch.
Yeah, but what's the original
they
destination?
changed that.
It's King's
But that's where
King's
we're
Cross. We're not going to King's Cross though.
But Marble
No, but they're taking us into King's Cross.
Yeah, but when we get there, we'll just say, look, we won't go to King's Cross. Why have you brought us to King's
see it,
Cross?
yeah.
Okay?
What's
And
this
so we'll announce that over the thing. If they ask us,
Yeah, but we don't want to give away the location.
no, but we want to tell them they're taking us to King's Cross. Everyone's saying, well, why have you brought us here? We won't go there.
Yeah, no, I'm doing live. Does the driver come this way normally?
No.
Yes.
No, yes, you do you?
Right,
Do you?
this is King's Cross, yeah. So,
Fine, yeah.
Marble Arch is where. Like shit, but at Marble Arch.
follow me.
Well, not as much shit as what they're all talking. That's for
They
sure.
are now taking us to where we suspect to be King's Cross, which is where all the old bill is. Now, this wasn't our original destination.
And the old
so-
bill for all our American viewers who will be watching this later on are the police. Anyway, look, that coach there isn't getting a police escort.
Yeah, why
What's
are
going
they
on here?
them?
That's a bigger coach to be escorting that. Anyway, never mind.
That just goes to prove, doesn't it, that
Yeah.
it's one rule for one and one rule for the other.
Absolutely.
Just you can see it happening right in front of you.
Yeah. It's just as nonsensical as ordering a beer, but only if you have a substantial meal with it.
Yeah, don't even. Take your mask off when you sit down, but put it back on when you stand
Oh,
up.
did you watch the one about the air pilots that I sent?
No.
No, I'll show you. Hold on.
So we are being forced into going into a location that we weren't going to. By the police escort.
Look,
Oh, look at them all.
there we go.
That's for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they following us? Have a look.
They are.
Can this bus no turn round?
Another bus, they're not going to be stopping.
That's the second big, second big coach drove past. Nobody's interested in that, but our little coach here, I say little coach, a normal singular coach.
Into a location that we have not. We are not going to this location. We are being escorted into a
Yeah, we are
location.
not. We're being escorted to a location we were not going to.
This is not where we're supposed to be going. Police are forcing us into a location where we are not supposed to be going. We are being
Oh
kidnapped.
dear, oh dear.
What a waste.
This is actually,
No turn.
you know, I wouldn't necessarily say illegal, but it's highly questionable. Let's put it that
It's a
way.
little bit that they're getting us to go
Can you
this
no
far in.
turn? Some I wouldn't give them the power to turn back. Tell them to turn back. Don't give them the fucking power.
Do you reckon, Anne? Anne?
Marble Arch, many fans.
Anne? Anne, do you think we should get him to sort of turn back?
I wouldn't have given the fucking power march or action any vans and small crowd gathering.
What if we are arrested? Okay, first of all, please understand that a PCSO, that's the flat caps of people, are not allowed to arrest you. They have no authority to arrest you. A PCSO, no authority to arrest. You will tell a PCSO.
He's indicating left to what?
Okay, it'll be a flat, blue coloured cap, right?
Hillingdon, probably driving us straight to the police station.
Probably. So yeah.
Well, may as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this isn't London, is it, where we're going now? Or is it?
I don't know.
My pre-roll wasn't in the song. My pre-roll.
You asked him to identify himself.
Where is this taking us, mate? Do you know?
Can you move back to that?
Yeah, yeah. Where is it taking us, do you know?
Well, Hillingdon.
Okay. Is that...
Is that a police station or something? Or don't we
There is a
know?
police station there, yeah.
Is he actually legally allowed to do that? Escort us to the police station without stopping us?
We've done something wrong. We've done fuck all wrong. We've sat the code.
Where's Caroline?
This is
So...
That just get out of
Are they actually allowed to illegally escort us to a police station without us knowing we're going?
Tell them you were turning back, you were back to Bournemouth, isn't
This whole thing's unlawful then. They're taking us directly to the police station.
I do not answer questions. You have the right to remain.
Oh my God, look at them all up there! I'd tell him
Oh my God!
Tell him to turn back.
Turn around!
No, don't stop
around,
shouting. Stop
driver,
shouting. Stop
turn
shouting. It's all right.
back.
Calm down. Calm down.
Tell them we were going to turn back. Why
Yeah.
were you getting us to follow?
Yeah, driver, tell him that we were turning back.
So we've got a whole crew of people over there. Vans, motorbikes, all sorts of
You
people.
name them, they're there.
They're all there. Big contingency. We've followed this car and he's taken us straight to where all his colleagues are waiting for us.
Guys, please remain calm. No shouting, no yelling, no swearing.
we go.
Remain calm. Thank you.
This is to delay us for another hour
Yeah.
and to put fear of God into us. Oh look, they pulled that bus in.
That's all right. He's been told to make space for us.
We're going home.
Yeah, tell them we're going back to Bournemouth. We were pulled in because they were
Look at this, get this on film.
Oh my God, look at that.
I'm filming it. I'm filming it. Everybody can record. Record.
This is shocking.
This is fascism. Look at this, man. This is fascism.
You
We're
could-
right.
Very best.
Look at this.
Right.
This is fascism.
At its very best.
This is England. This is England.
That's a mockery.
Right. This is for people on a coach who are literally bad, innit?
This is not good, is it?
You cannot write this stuff. Darina, you alright?
Yep.
Okay, good.
It's a pub open. No,
Do not speak. Do not speak to a police officer. Do not speak. So only the
Yeah, Caroline could speak. On behalf of all of us.
do not speak.
Okay.
Shut up. Do not speak. Do not speak.
What's the hourly cost of wages that they're doing? Let's have a count of police officers and work out their hourly wage. How much taxpayers' money they're wasting.
One representative to speak to.
Okay. I will record the rest of this very shortly. And I'll forward some film footage from other people as well. See you later on.